te el abuso. Si sale un meque, mis perros están buzos. Me sobran los recursos y cuando traboneamos la blue sucio. Lealtad siempre promete, me afila el machete. La tengo arañando las paredes. Grande mera al verde. Todos los semáforos luz verde. El dueño de la aldea. Women se me pegan. Huele mi dinero y yo no soy Shenlong. No imaginas lo que te espera. El dueño de la aldea. Women se me pegan. Huele mi dinero y yo no soy Shenlong. No imaginas lo que te espera. Arte Mona Lisa por mi cama se desliza.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. This show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Miami Marlins. Today's focus is on a bullpen that's been tremendous recently. From the setup arms to the closers, this group literally changes out. First pitch coming your way next. Almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Edward Cabrera.
What do we have on him? Washington.
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
Late swing fouled off. Swings and misses. Pulled the string on the changeup. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty. Strike two.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And that's in the dirt. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
No, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at Lone Depot Park, towing the slab in today's game, Mike Soroka.
You don't always know what to expect with this guy on the mound. There are times he's really good, but that's not always the case. For me, I want to see how aggressive he's going to be out there. We'll see it right away if he's pitching with confidence, and if he is, he should be just fine.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate, and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Hauls it in for the out. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. Not close with that one. Ball one. Soroka, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Next offering upstairs. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Edwards at first, one gone. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Save Vincent with a stolen base.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game one, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
Slings to first in time. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Martinez will hit next. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. That one is absolutely belted. Pulls it in on the warning track. Marlins lead 1. Second inning set to go. Now at the plate, C.J. Abrams. That one way inside.
Ball.
Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
And down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game. And now it's Luis Garcia. Ground ball up the middle. Edwards. Now the throw to first on the run. Got him. Nice play. 2 down, bases empty. Nathaniel Lowe digging in for the Nationals. Foul ball.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. And now the first baseman, Kyle Stowers. Soroka back to work. Swing and a pop-up. Abrams. And he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. And at the plate for Miami, Griffin Conant. On the ground. And he takes it himself for the out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And the batter now, Dane Myers. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Myers, 29 years old, and he's usually in left field, but today he's patrolling center.
Well, typically left fielders have the least amount of range in the outfield, so for him to take the responsibility in center field in this one, he's going to really need his corner teammates to help him out in the gaps.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. And ball 1. Upstairs. That one fouled off. Late swing, foul to the left. Pitch misses there. Full count, 3-2. Stays alive. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Keibert Ruiz stands in now and watches strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Top of the third, no score. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's going to get into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a two-bagger.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play move. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Dylan Cruz in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1's the count. 1 ball, 1
in the
strike.
dirt. In there safely. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. Pitch was away, so he definitely pulled off it there. Not what you want to do with the pitch in that location, really, but he was able to guide it into the outfield for the knock. But now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
On the ground to second, might be 2. And that's an out. Ahmed Rosario digging in for the Nationals. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch. Just missed.
That's just out.
Just off the inside edge.
Ball, that's inside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Myers makes the catch, and that's the third out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. And that one hammered. That's back there. Out of here. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Davison de los Santos stands in now and watches strike 1. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Edwards stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a foul straight back. De Los Santos, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Close, but called a ball. And a count even 1-1. To the left side, but it is well foul.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
The pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Goes down looking. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. Grounded out his first time up. Check swing, called strike.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back.
One ball, two
Squirts
strikes.
away a little bit. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. And it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one misses. Full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Miami Marlins baseball. Back here in Miami, all set for the start of the inning. Up now for Washington, James Wood. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1.
You know, these Nationals did a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Round second, digging for third. The relay throw. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Swing and a foul out of play. Out to short. To first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Here's Nathaniel Lowe.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 2. And there's a strike. Next offering upstairs.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That's a walk. Went with another changeup but missed the spot. 2 outs, runner at first. Josh Bell getting ready to hit. And a foul ball. Smoked on the ground a second. They take the force out. 3rd out. And that ends. And we're back. Stepping in, J.D. Martinez.
J.D. Martinez.
And there's the strike. Fouled off down the right side. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Stowers batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. That one misses, and the count is 1-1.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is downstairs. Swung on, belted. Going back. And he brings it into the warning track. Griffin Conant digs in now.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down.
Hey.
Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Hit in the air, left field. Young. And that will end the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Cabrera back to work. In for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Stowers sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And a foul ball.
Well, on the mound, very efficient. Able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at bat.
Strike 2.
0-2.
And that one ripped into right. And it goes just foul. High fly ball out to center field. And makes the grab. And there's 2 away. So the batting order turns over. And now here's the Nationals leadoff man, Jacob Young. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Gets him to chase after that one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Nationals go quiet. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And now Dane Myers. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And strike 2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Ramirez, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
0-2 is the count.
Next offering misses down and away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Davison De Los Santos now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one missed. De Los Santos goes 6'1", just 21 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. There's a line drive to left field. And base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously? We're starting with this already. Edwards in the box now. Takes strike 1. In the dirt.
0-2.
Well done behind the dish. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. The shortstop takes the ball. And now it's even up. swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Ahmed Rosario. Strike one. Outside low, 1-1.
1-1.
And that clips the inside corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one the other way. Makes the catch for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Right side, and foul ball. Inside, just missed. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fights it off, he'll see another. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Gets it to first. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base. Here's C.J. Abrams now, 1 for 2. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing. Back here in Miami, bottom of the 6th. Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. Right through there for a strike.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Ground ball, left side, down the line, and it's foul. Picks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Sanchez up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. The Nationals leading by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Next one misses, and it's 2-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Young snags it, and there are 2 outs. And now J.D. Martinez, 0 for 2 in this one. There's a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And there's a strike. And that one missing low. 2 outs, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a swing and a miss. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for the ball. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Declan Cronin.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock. Well, these Nats, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Here's Josh Bell. And the first offering is not close. And that one fouled off. The 1-1 is fouled off. And now 2-2. Garcia stands at first with 1 out. On the ground, 2 ball. On to second, they get 1, and that's 2. No runs. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Andrew Chafin. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Stowers in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Kyle Finnegan looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. That one's in there. Strike 1.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
That's smacked on a line to center. Young pulls it in on the run.
Well, off the bat, it looked like they might get that tying run on base, maybe even extra bases. No dice, though. A little unlucky on that one.
And that is out of play. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Check swing, and he went 0-2 now.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Ball 1 there. That misses the zone. And that's ball 2. And it skips into dirt. And the tying run is on base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Myers can't hold up, and that's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Next pitch is outside. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right.
On to pitch now for the Nationals, Kyle Finnegan.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And the inning is over. Well, 1-run game.
Now pitching for the Marlins, number 53.
There's the strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one inside, 2-1. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Now here is Dylan Cruz. That clips the corner. Boucher in his 3rd season, 29 years old, and he was a 10th round pick. back in 2017. Lopez on to first. Play is made, 2 out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Jacob Young. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. And that extends the inning. Ahmed Rosario digging in for the Nationals. That one to first, and it goes just foul.
Ball.
Young off of first with 2 away. Line drive makes the play, and it's out number 3.
Pitching for Washington.
Back. Now new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Cole Henry.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Fought off foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Off the plate inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Young sizing this one up, and it's caught for the out. And now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards, 1 for 3. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
Checks his swing. Now would appeal to third. And yes, he did. He went around. 1 down, base is empty. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Gets a piece and stays alive. That's ripped into the outfield. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Around second now, going for 3. The relay, not in time. He's safe. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Lopez.
Out in front and foul to the left side.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This would be a big pickoff if he can push a run across.
Started to swing, held up.
Really good check swing right there. So difficult to hold off on the slider from a same side thrower. Very difficult to pick up the release point.
Next pitch is outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And that's off the inside edge. 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. In to score is the runner from third. Tie game here in the 8th. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you could come through with a good swing.
So a lefty out of the pen, Jose A. Ferrer.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. This one in the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Movement in the bullpen. Jackson Rutledge getting loose out there. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Over to Lowe. And there are 2 outs. J.D. Martinez stands in. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. And here's the first baseman, Kyle Stowers. 0 for 3 in this one. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Back and forth we go. A seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Fastball for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Inside. 1-2 the count.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next offering upstairs.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That one not close. And now it's 3-2.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Cruz on the move, racing back, and he goes airborne to make it. All set. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Anthony Bender. This is his 3rd time out this year.
Number 37.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Bender.
And that one fouled off. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Edwards brings it in. And a quick out, number 1. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Line drive, that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats.
Maybe a 2-ball, 5, 4, 3, double play. And the inning is over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Jackson Rutledge.
Number 79. Jackson Rutledge.
Konai in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Derek Law up and loosening in the pen. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. A swing and a miss, and that's the first out.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Myers at the plate now. That's ball 1. All tied up here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Oh, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Next offering way upstairs. And that one almost hit him.
1 strike.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Now a chance for Agustin Ramirez. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And there's a ball. Trying to send this to extra innings. Rips that one center field. He's got it. And that will end the inning. And the Marlins. And we're back.
Now pitching for the Marlins.
And a pitch.
Number 84.
That one off the mark, and it's 1-0.
0-1, no strike.
Backer.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. Making a move at third on the pinch run, Nasim Nunez.
26. Nasim
Bell in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
0-2 is the count.
And ball 1.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move.
High fly ball down the left field line. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now the third baseman, Davison De Los Santos. Rutledge back to work. Outside corner, there's a strike. Ball. In the dirt, and the runner holds. Not close, and it deflects away. No advance, though. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. So up next, Xavier Edwards. Base hit, that'll do it. Across is the winning run, and the Marlins walk it off in extra innings.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that.
The 3-2.
I already told y'all, then I showed y'all. Then I drove off. Got me about the doors off. I ran out of papa. If he nosy, I'ma knock his nose off. If he holy, I'ma send his soul off. Trespassing, I'ma cut his toes off. Much faster than a come on. Stop. If he ratting, I'ma cut his tail off.